Phoenix, years ago. Bella Swan had always felt something in her didn't quite fit. It wasn't typical teenage discomfort or social awkwardness. It was physical, organic, silent, as if her body didn't breathe right, as if her heart didn't beat in rhythm, as if the blood in her veins wasn't truly hers. Her mother, Renee, was always distracted, eccentric. But Bella vaguely remembered something strange from her childhood. Once, after a bad fall in the park, she didn't bleed, not a drop. Renee wrapped her in a blanket, took her home, and never spoke of it again. Phil, her new husband, called it tough skin, but Bella never forgot her mother's face that night. Not fear, not relief, resignation. When Bella turned 17, Renee suggested she spend some time with Charlie and Forks. Fresh air will do you good, she said. But her eyes, they looked like she wanted her gone. Forks, the beginning. The Cullens noticed her the moment she walked into the school. Edward couldn't read her. Jasper tensed around her, but not from thirst. Alice saw nothing but fog. Carlisle watched her from afar as if he recognized her, from some forgotten book. Bella only knew that since she arrived, her senses sharpened. She could hear distant conversations. Smells grew intense. Her skin itched under the sun, not burning, but like something inside wanted out. And in her dreams, red eyes, fire, and an ancient voice calling her, Benedetta. It all broke during a field trip to the woods. Bella slipped down a hill and landed hard. Jessica screamed. Mike ran for help, but Bella stood up, with her ankle twisted at an impossible angle, and within a minute she heard it snap and reset. When Edward found her, he couldn't speak. How? I'm fine, she said, just a bump. But he kept staring, his eyes trembling. Carlisle asked to see her the next day at the hospital for a checkup, but he didn't examine her, he only observed. Do you know who you are, Bella? She frowned. What kind of question is that? One I've been asking since I saw you in that hallway. That night, Edward came to her and told her, finally. There are legends of a child born without a bite, no maker, born of a human mother and something else. Are you saying I'm some kind of experiment? I'm saying you're not human, not entirely, and your body is waking, reaching the biological maturity of our kind. But I don't drink blood, not yet. I'm not thirsty, because you were protected, dormant until now. In Volterra, at the same time, a letter arrived for Aro, written in black ink with a scent of resin. The shadow child has been found, in Forks, surrounded by vegetarians, and she has yet to choose a side. Aro smiled as if retrieving a lost jewel. Prepare the carriage. Are we going for her? Jane asked. No, dear, not yet. First, we let her decide who she belongs to. Meanwhile, Bella stared at the mirror. Her dark eyes, her too pale skin, her hands, steady. And she wondered, if I'm not human, then what am I? And why has my origin been kept from me all my life? All she knew was this: she could no longer trust her mother, nor her past, not even her reflection. And if the Cullens wanted answers, and the Volturi wanted control, she would have to find her truth first, before they all tried to claim her. Forks. 3 days later, Bella didn't return to school. Charlie noticed the change, but she barely spoke to him. Her skin was getting colder each day. Her dark eyes seemed to grow larger with insomnia, and her reflection in the mirror blinked with a second delay. She was afraid of herself, but more than that, she feared everything she could no longer deny. Edward never left her side, not out of pity nor obligation, but because he was terrified, not of what Bella might become, but of what she already was. Carlisle checked her blood again, what little still flowed. It's not vampire venom, he explained, but it's not human blood either. It's older, more coated, as if her body remembers what shouldn't be possible. Do you think she was turned at birth? Esme asked. No, I think she was conceived for this, that her existence is an aberration defying centuries of natural law. Alice had confused visions. She never saw Bella, only white light, fire, darkness. But one day, between flashes, she saw a walled city, a figure wrapped in red, and a voice saying, "She belongs to us." Bella confronted Renee by phone. Why didn't you ever tell me? Silence. What am I? Renee replied, trembling. They left you in my arms, wrapped in black silk. You had no name, no mother, only an amulet around your neck and a letter written in Latin. They entrusted you to me as a charge, and said, one day, they'd come for you. Who are they? Those who live forever. That same night, a figure appeared outside the Cullen house. It didn't walk, it glided. Red eyes, dark hair, a robe without seams. Edward was the first to reach him. Jasper, the second. My name is Lorien, the figure said calmly, and I haven't come to fight. I've come to reclaim what is mine. She doesn't belong to anyone, Edward snapped. Lorien smiled. Then you don't know her real name yet. Volterra. Arrow received the message with a broader smile. So Lorien arrived first. Marcus murmured from the shadows. He was her creator, wasn't he? Arrow nodded. Not by bite, by blood, by alchemy, by a mistake they once called prophecy. And what will he do now? Arrow crushed the crystal goblet in his hand. He'll try to bring her back to the Dark Line, but the Shadow Girl isn't a possession. She's free fire, and she'll burn or shine, depending on who holds her first. Bella ran. Not with the Cullens, not with Lorien. Alone, she disappeared into the forests. For days, no food, no sleep, only the sensation that each cell in her body was awakening. She could see in the dark, hear birds' thoughts, knew when it would rain, when a tree would die, and also when she was being followed. Lorien appeared beside her, no violence. I'm not your enemy. Then what am I? She asked. Lorien knelt. You are Benedetta, daughter of balance, the cross between humanity and eternity, a being not born to obey vampires or men. And what do you want from me? He looked at her with both pride and sorrow. Nothing, only that you remember you don't need to choose a side, because you are a third path. Bella returned, not with answers, but with clarity. The Cullens welcomed her. Edward embraced her, and for the first time, she held him tighter than he held her. Are you still you? He asked. Bella nodded. Yes, but now I know I'm not your creation, nor their mistake, nor their prophecy. Then what are you? I'm the crack in the rules, and proof that the future no longer looks like the past. In Volterra, Arrow looked north with unease, because something new had been born. And it wasn't a girl, nor a shadow. It was a queen who didn't yet know her kingdom.